Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Ad Astra. Gotcha.
Stabilize!
Quietly now.
Gather!
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
solidify!
Time to go! Game's over. Busted. Take it easy. Add Astro. Add Astra ab. Thank you for complete.
There'll be an extra. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I... Where are those?
Hello, Paimon.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just...
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the...
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard...
Oh, sorry.
Huh? Fremine diving? What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this... 100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fish...
Wait, let's go to Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Oh, well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine.
It can't be, right? Let's go, Destre?
I'm sorry, miss.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to...
Take it easy.
Solidify!
Gotcha.
Picked another test subject.
Quietly now.
I'll remember.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Take it easy.
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have it.
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor.
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right?
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's Well, the young master's no longer with us. Oh. So, when she had requested time to go...
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from...
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since that might have been the trigger for her regret, or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer
Then, all the other things that...
No, those were all real. Although, they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with...
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something...
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though... What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth, and the children who lived in it. Those patients, and what their doctors said back then. Dr. Jalakhan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Yes, this is it. That's right. If what Dr. Jalakhan said was true, the past few days, we need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dream.
But wouldn't that just...
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feel... There's no time to waste.
important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right, everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Oh! Be careful, brave adventurers! Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown! They're... the deep-sea Cyclops! Let's beat them up!
Busted.
I see everything!
Stand with me.
Here you are. Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no use here! Prince Milky looks stronger than ever today! He must be going all out!
This way. Gotcha.
Oh, this is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness!
Quietly now. Our bond is strong.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place.
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria, we'll just...
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory! Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremine, and... Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Surya walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Surya.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Surya talking to the...
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Maman will always hum for you.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine! Why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Surya? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it!
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future, you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
At the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened. You saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes. I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Then take a break.
Gotcha.
You're open!
Cha! Ta! Ta! Cha! Ha! Ta! Ta! Ha! Busted.
Such a pain. You're open!
Gotcha. Ha! Cha! Ha!
A chest full of valuables, and a trove of potential clues. Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
This is order.
I'm going in! Jaw's over!
Game's up. Time's over. Take it easy.
Stabilize. Gather.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Everybody stand back! Time to go!
Game's up. Time's over.
Flame compels. The flame of redemption.
When is it my time?
Gather. Power of flame compels.
Gotcha.
I'm going in!
Hear the inferno. Solidify. I will have order.
Busted.
The flame compels.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Know my soul! Ring cutter!
The Temple of Wisdom! Hey!
Out of my way! Get with me!
Defract.
Committed to memory!
Dissipate! Rain outlines your...
Lightning, terrify! Make yourselves at home! I see everything!
Get with me!
Humiliation.
Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners.
Who's asking?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we aren't always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get, so
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is.
Come on! Paimon wants to have a look! Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was... Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Yeah, the letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern and... Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. It's just as well, I suppose.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some...
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from...
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru's spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And?